Nice to cover, guys. We split practice today. One of the better, and this is early evaluation, really good, really impressive with freshman class. Okay, just the body types of Dante Hooker, Kyle Berger, Sam Hubbard, all the way to long receivers like Noah Brown and Paris Campbell, just long athletes. And then we got Marshawn and Aaron Smith, so our special team, we're going to try and get those guys ready to play. But really good first day with the young guys, old guys. It just was a hot one. We went in a huddle, so it was a good day. So I'll answer any questions.
We'll open it up. Front row, Todd.
For your first message to the team that you guys prepared to take the field out there this afternoon was essentially one of forget about last year. Is there any sort of lingering effects, or is that just sort of to set the tone for the first day of camp? I think another one was 4-6 and 8B, which is something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry if you missed on. I did never say it last year. That's been going on all the time. That will. I made the comment. Is there a chip on your shoulder to do this? We always take those throughout the year, and if we have to utilize motivation, I've said this before. It's probably not a very good team. We're using it. It's looking at a bad team. So we're not. Last year, I think everyone's mind to be in there. We just got to get better at working. So I think those are all good storylines. We do have to use stuff to motivate the team. I believe that. That's a bad team.
Front row, Bill.
Could you, Tracy Sprinkle was reinstated today. Could you talk about that process, where you might fit in, and also Tommy Brown's meeting?
Yeah, Tommy Brown for playing time. He just wanted to go play. He's a good kid. Tracy Sprinkle, he was dismissed because of an arrest. Some bad words were involved in that, like cocaine or something like that, and it was all dropped. And he was drug tested, everything, which goes back 6 months, and depending on what showed up, he was dismissed. Certainly anything like that. And it was all, that was shocked. That was for 2 or 3 years now. So it's been reinstated, and that was all drug things. There was nothing. I want to make sure that I did that. Research, and so he's going to have to pay for. He lost his scholarship. Summers was able to pay for scholarship. He suspended the first game. He's got every week free service and a multitude of other things to take care of those for the receiver good.
Where's it kind of fit in?
I don't know. He didn't play last year, so he had a good day. We'll see.
Front row, Tim.
Yeah, Urban, the new rules that came about preseason practices and stuff, restrictions on when you could, do 2-a-days, every other day, or something like that. How has that changed just the way you get a football team ready?
I think it's great rules. When I first came out, I started panicking. Now that I can't imagine having 30 practices in the spring and then every day 2-a-days. It was back when we were in college. It was every day. So, no, I think they're great rules. We've done over the last 12 years. We always measure your training camp on your first 4 games. That's what I do. I always go back and evaluate. But also now the concussion issue, player safety. So we've adapted our practices. And other than that, I think it's all good though. I don't see a panic about all the new conversation. It's not legislation, but conversation about only 2 contact practices per week.
During the season?
I think those are all good. Most teams don't. So I have not seen anything come across my desk that that's not, you can't get a team ready.
Does that fall in line with what y'all are kind of doing now? I mean, the two, and
I
when
don't
did you
think I've
start?
seen anything come across our desk that we don't do already.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Front row, Austin.
Ruben, when you had maybe some off-season conversations with Braxton, do you get any sense that he is concerned or interested in what his legacy would be, what he gets accomplished this year and leave behind?
I think we will, but we never have. I think one thing that's missing is a championship. 12-0 championship. I think there are great players mentioned by championships and college football. So we haven't had that conversation yet. But at the right time, probably. He knows. We'll have to have a long conversation about that.
So even, you wouldn't mention just championships for this fall with him, or in those
I
conversations?
will. I want him healthy, and he's a very intelligent guy. he gets it, so it's something like that. I don't, once again, I think those are all paid, will that make him work a little harder? He's working, if I have to, I'll use it.
Second row middle, Volk.
Urban, Braxton, 100%.
100%, the volume of just being aware of, he wasn't as sharp today, just throwing out just a little bit, when he got tired, just raising those left shoulder a little bit, he'll be fine. Yeah, he's strong, especially if he's left.
Everybody looks good without the pads on, but just from a body type standpoint, getting a look at these guys, there's some guys that jumped out to you today.
Yeah, I think Vicky's done a great job. I don't want to start, because I might get a phone call otherwise. Those who look at the team. Oh, the left guard went off, that's the one. I'd say, where's all the focus to me is on left guard. What are we gonna do with left guard, left guard, left guard? I see good defensive line, I see good group of backers, there's some young guys in play, I see long safeties that are corners that will move inside. I see we're faster on the perimeter than we've been. I like our tailbacks. Left guard.
Who are the candidates there? Based on your mind?
Tony Underwood, Joe Hill, Chiefs Ferris, Billy Price.
Lindsay? You met with?
Probably not a guard. Maybe a fringe Kobe right now working the center, along with Billy.
Far left, David.
Coach, can you talk about this on special teams, who your punt returner is going to be? Is it probably going to be Dontre Wilson? Is he also going to be the primary kickoff
We got
returner
a
again?
nice little group back there today when I was out there watching them. I mean, it was, remember our first year, I think we opened the first kickoff returner in our era was Armani. And it wasn't because he was didn't have a whole lot of options. So that's when Jordan got hurt, Jordan Hall. So our first punt return, I imagine it would be Dontre Wilson, but you got Corey Smith, Jalen Marshall, Marshawn Lattimore. That's a really talented guy.
And Gary Conley wasn't out there today. Is there
Sick.
everything?
He got
Sick.
flu-like symptoms, but we're trying to get ready back for tomorrow.
Front row left, Doug.
Urban, looked like Raekwon McMillan and Johnny Dixon were out there with the older guys this afternoon. Is that just off what they showed you in the spring?
Yeah.
What does that, I mean, what does that say when you have freshmen who have come in early and then do that?
It's rare that we do that, and they also make Champions Club. And I don't know if we've ever really had freshmen make Champions Club on purpose, but they're just guys that over 3.0 students, take care of their business. They act like pros, act like grown men, so we let them practice what we built there today.
And it looked like Cam Burrows was out there with Tyvis as the first
Safety.
string safety. Is Vaughn all the way back after his injury in the spring, or
Oh, yeah, he had a really good day.
is that a battle between Cam and Vaughn for the other safety spot?
All three, that's a three-man race right now, and all three of them think they're gonna play, they throw Eric Smith out there a bit too. You just gotta keep it open. And then one of them will, Armani will probably be the nickel. Yeah, it's a good battle right there.
And last question, far right play.
Was that Major Applewhite you introduced?
Yeah, I really like Major. I've known him for a long time when he was on Coach Brown's staff in Texas, and he's up here just visiting, spending time with us. And he's a good guy that I like bouncing things off.
Coach, thank you very
Thanks,
much.
boys.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, I gotta ask everyone to head out to the lobby because there'll be a team meeting in here shortly, so thank you.